Have another look. They're too good to be
No.
true. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm wearing something quite similar myself. Yeah, I'll show you.
We're bringing you mistletoe and romance. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down the top 10 movies for romantics this Christmas.
When that $5 bill makes its way back into my hands, I'll be able to call you. And when you hear my voice on the other end, then you'll believe in fate, won't you?
For this list, we're looking at the most romantic movies for the holidays. The films don't have to explicitly be about or take place on Christmas, but the couple's love does have to have the heartwarming quality expected during the season.
Do you think you could, would you mind trying that again?
Number 10, You've Got Mail.
Those are very powerful words.
Yes.
Nora Ephron was ahead of the curve when she wrote and directed this 90s gem. Hailing from an era before internet dating was a common practice, this comedy drama sees America's sweethearts, Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks, fall in love over email without knowing each other's true identity first.
Welcome.
What follows is an unforgettable romance filled with meaningful conversation, misunderstandings, and a great twist on the concept that love is blind.
If I hadn't been Fox Books, and you hadn't been the shop around the corner, and you and I had just met.
I know.
Yeah.
While Christmas comes and goes, the scenes included do a wonderful job of capturing just how lonely yet hopeful the holidays can be without a family or a significant other to celebrate with. And it makes viewers want to snuggle closer to their loved ones in return.
I wanted it to be you. I wanted it to be you so bad.
Number 9, It's a Wonderful Life.
You've been given a great gift, George. A chance to see what the world would be like without you.
Arguably one of the best movies of all time, it's definitely a go-to for the holiday romantic. Based on the short story, The Greatest Gift, the film follows George Bailey, a down-on-his-luck family man.
Get me back to my wife and kids! Help me, Clarence, please! Please! I want to live again!
Played by James Stewart, Bailey contemplates ending his life on Christmas Eve due to his financial struggles. George gets a second chance at life when his guardian angel shows him how his town would be affected if he were never born.
Strange, isn't it? Each man's life touches so many other lives. And when he isn't around, he leaves an awful hole, doesn't he?
Thought-provoking and warm, the fantasy drama does a great job at illustrating how interconnected we all are, even when we don't feel or are aware of it. It's a beautiful message that will fit anyone watching with love.
What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down.
Number 8, Moonstruck.
Where are you taking me?
To the bed.
Oh, God.
You're never too old to fall in love, and this movie proves it. In this rom-com, Cher plays Loretta, a 37-year-old widow who's given up on love, but agrees to marry a man she doesn't love so she won't be alone.
Will you marry me?
Yes, Johnny.
Fate intervenes, and she's given a second chance at true love when she meets his younger brother, Ronnie, an eccentric weirdo played by Nicolas Cage.
Playing it safe's just about the most dangerous thing a woman like you can do. I mean, you waited for the right man the first time. Why didn't you wait for the right man again?
Because he didn't come.
The two understand each other, and there's a real spark that develops into something deeper as she resists falling in love with him.
I'm in love with you.
Snap out of it.
It plays on the theme of the importance of family and accepting one another, which makes for a great holiday message. For her role, Cher took home the Oscar for Best Actress.
I'm looking where I have to become a bride.
A bride without a head.
A wolf without a foot.
Number 7, Sleepless in Seattle.
It's you.
It's me.
I saw you in the street.
Are you Annie?
Yes.
Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks are at it again in this Nora Ephron classic. A year and a half after Hank's character loses his wife to cancer, his young son calls into a radio talk show asking for help in the search for a new wife for his father.
Maggie, my wife, she really did it. She loved, she made everything beautiful.
Through a series of events, Tom and Meg begin a complicated courtship that is helped along by his son.
Annie Reed from Baltimore wants to meet us at the top of the Empire State Building on Valentine's Day.
Jonah.
What?
Have you fallen down? Are you bleeding?
This movie is the epitome of what it means to make a grand romantic gesture, and the couple's eventual meeting on the top of the Empire State Building is enough to make anyone swoon.
I left her by the telescopes.
It's a heartfelt story that brings together two lovers against all odds, and will make anyone believe in a little magic.
Shall we?
Number 6. Serendipity.
Whoa, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
If you're a hopeless romantic, then this one's for you. Jonathan and Sarah, played by John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale, meet during a chance encounter when they're both Christmas shopping for their significant others.
I don't even know your name. My name is Jonathan. Does that make you want to tell me something?
Yeah, it does. Merry Christmas, Jonathan. And thanks.
Sparks fly and the duo hits it off, but they're both in committed relationships. As fate would have it, this isn't the only time they will meet, as Jonathan and Sarah keep turning up in each other's lives in the most unexpected of ways. Full of love and whimsy, the movie leaves every viewer with that feeling that magic really is in the air, especially during the holiday season.
Serendipity. It's one of my favorite words.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's just such a nice sound for what it means, a fortunate accident.
Number 5. White Christmas.
How do you do?
Mutual, I'm sure.
A true Hollywood classic. They don't make them like this anymore. Starring Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney, and Vera Ellen, this Technicolor masterpiece tells the story of two ex-soldiers and entertainers who fall in love with two sisters while trying to save a lodge from closing.
If by chance their cheeks should meet while dancing, proving that the best things happen while you dance.
The foursome teams up to put on a show that gives us some amazing song and dance numbers, including the titular White Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Over the course of the rom-com, their songs not only entertain and delight, but also reminds us all what we have to be thankful for. The end result makes for a movie that's both sentimental and charming, which makes it a great selection for the holiday season.
And you'll fall asleep, counting your blessings.
Number 4. While You Were Sleeping.
Hey. Merry Christmas.
Set around Christmas, this is a unique tale of a good deed gone wrong. On Christmas Day, Lucy, played by Sandra Bullock, saves a handsome businessman named Peter Callaghan from being hit by a train after a set of muggers push him onto the tracks. Like the saying goes, no good deed goes unpunished, and Lucy's assumed to be Peter's fiancée while he's in a coma.
I always wanted him to find a nice girl. I'm so glad he found you.
She goes along with the assumption to comfort his family, but her life gets even more complicated after she falls in love with Peter's brother.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Nice shot.
Full of laughs and will they or won't they moments, this movie proves that love comes in the most mysterious ways and when you're least expecting it.
All right?
Yeah.
I think we're all right now.
Got it?
It's just this way?
This way.
Okay. Ow! Oh! Is that my pants or my muscles?
Number 3. Bridget Jones' Diary.
Mark?
Maybe this was the mysterious Mr. Right I'd been waiting my whole life to meet.
You remember Bridget?
Maybe not.
Bridget is the quintessential rom-com girl, and this movie is a must for the season. Renee Zellweger is perfect as Bridget, a 32-year-old woman who feels like life is passing her by.
Don't wanna be all by myself.
Home for the holidays, her parents try to make matchmaker and set her up with Mark Darcy, a stuffy lawyer she seems incredibly ill-suited for. So instead, she goes after her playboy boss, Daniel Cleaver.
That was fantastic.
What follows is a wonderfully funny love triangle that's one of the most up-and-down roller coaster rides of a relationship with both men. And neither choice seems particularly bad, since they are portrayed by the ever-charming and dashing actors Colin Firth and Hugh Grant.
Let's go back upstairs. Come on.
Number 2. The Holiday.
She's in LA at my house, and I'm here.
People actually do that?
Apparently, yeah. I mean, seems.
We all dream of getting away from our problems and falling in love on holiday. But when that's not possible, this movie serves as a perfect substitute.
We switch houses, cars, everything. I haven't done it before, but friends of mine have.
Where are you?
Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz decide to swap houses to escape their current situations. Each location is gorgeous, with one being a giant mansion in Los Angeles and the other a cozy cottage in the English countryside. In the process of healing, they find new love with unlikely suitors as played by Jack Black and Jude Law.
Oh, you're not Iris. Or if you are, I'm much drunker than I realize.
Watching the couples fall in love gives viewers all the feels, since we realize that both couples are so well suited for each other. They don't shy away from hard conversations, and it makes their relationships feel real and earned.
I understand feeling as small and as insignificant as humanly possible. And how it can actually ache in places that you didn't know you had inside you.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Are you having this conversation with me because you're comfortable having this conversation with me? Or are you just having this conversation with me because you want to go to Fiji?
I want to go to Fiji because the tickets are already paid for and, you know, the hotel rooms aren't transferable.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay.
What's so great about you guys? Nothing. It's just that we're all we've got. We're not so great. And you're the worst. I'm the worst.
Number 1. Love Actually.
It's carol singers.
Give him a quid and tell him to bugger off.
Was there really another choice for number 1? Of course not. You can't go wrong watching one of the many couples fall in and out of love over the course of this film, which follows an ensemble cast that includes Hugh Grant, Keira Knightley, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and Colin Firth, to name a few.
You know, there better not be eels in here. I can't stand eels.
The movie is one of the most heartwarming and relatable rom-coms, especially given the slew of romantic mishaps that occur among the multiple couples, including long-distance relationships, unrequited love, and everyone's favorite, a good love triangle. There have been other copycat films that have tried to replicate the magic of this one, but nothing comes close. Packed with feel-good moments, it has more than earned a spot as a Christmas staple and the top of our list. Do you agree with our list?
Oh, how I wish you would.
I really have to go.
Which romantic movie do you love?
Turn around and go back, please.
Did you forget something?
Yes. Yes.
For more cheerful top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to Ms. Mojo.
I need to ask you a question.
Get down on your knee. It's more romantic.
Proposing, let him do it.
I am letting him do it.